Hey, good morning. Good morning. That's the intro. Welcome back. I'm on my way to work. Got myself a coffee. It's all right. Low key, underwhelming. I am going to apologize in advance because I'm probably going to be yawning like every single other morning episode that I do. But yeah, welcome back to this thing where I talk about myself. It's like a thing. Today, I don't really have exactly like a plan of what I'm going to talk about, but today is the last day that I am 23 years old. I am turning 24 tomorrow. And yeah, it just feels weird. I always kind of get pretty emotional around this time of year, around my birthday. Honestly. So I've kind of just been in like that state like this last week, but it's kind of calmed down like by today. Yesterday too, I wasn't like freaking out as much, which was good. I was kind of just like existing, honestly. And yeah. I don't know. I've kind of wanted to hop on here and reflect about the last year, like what 23 was, and what I want 24 to be. Even though I actually don't want this video to be like what I want 24 to be, because that's not cool. But 23 was an interesting year. And I feel like it's worth reflecting on and like having like this as like a little diary entry about my year, because holy shit, you know, it was a year. It sure was a year. Okay, let's wind it back. 23. I turned 23 1 year ago. 1 year and -1 day ago. 364 days ago. I was Bro, the yawning. Gotta stop. I gotta stop doing morning episodes if I'm just yawning the whole time. But I think I usually don't yawn this much. I think it's because I'm talking. I don't know, it's weird. Yeah, okay. Last year, 364 days ago, I was in England. Celebrated my birthdays overseas for the second time, actually, in my life that I did that. Celebrated by doing absolutely nothing with my buddy Jeremy that I was staying with. We just kind of like hung out all day. Didn't really do anything, which is what I told him I wanted to do. You know, like I told him, like, I don't want to do anything. Like, let's just hang out. I think we went to a Bible study that evening, and I didn't tell anyone there because it was the first time I'd gone. I didn't tell anyone, so I was just kind of in a room full of people I didn't know, and it felt good to do that, actually. I always try to give myself a little bit of space on my birthday to reflect, but also not too much space away from people. Like, I don't want to spend the whole day alone, because then I would just cry all day and be like, oh, like I hate my life. Like, I don't want to do that. What I want is to spend my day with people that I love and enjoy it and have like a normal day, and also have like a couple minutes to like think through, you know, my life and like reflect on how I'm already a year older. But okay, so I did that last year and it worked pretty well. Since then, a lot has happened because it's been a year. One of the most eventful years of my life, kind of, but also uneventful. I feel like it was like a stake in the ground kind of year where I learned a lot about myself and I got stuff figured out. But I didn't do very much notable stuff. Brief summary. Got back from my trip after being gone for a month. Was literally like the best month ever. Want to do that again so bad. Just like leave for like a month at a time. Got back from that. Drove back to California from Washington State. Drove, 2,000 miles or whatever. Or 1,200 miles or something. In 2 days I drove that. Came back, I was here, surprised my girlfriend at the time with like her birthday. And then kind of like, I was like, shit, like life is normal. Moved into my house that I'm living in now. It's like, okay, life is getting more normal. It's like, okay, I'm just like in Southern California for some reason. Like I was just like existing in a place for some reason. I couldn't tell you why. I had no meaning. I had no purpose. I really felt like pretty empty. That entire like fall was just like looking for jobs, applying for jobs, asking people for any work that they've got. Not very successful at all. Eventually wound up with this job being pretty much the only job I got an interview for, I think. And interviewed well enough that they hired me that October. And then, started working here. And now I've been here for 9 months now, 8 months. I think 8. And yeah. Now, around that same time, this fall, went through a breakup. So that was probably the more pivotal part of my year at 23. Is that my entire year got flipped upside down with what my life was like halfway through. emotionally crushed by that one for sure. Completely hated myself. Took it pretty bad at first for a while. And then once the new year hit, kind of looked at it and was like, okay, I can continue to mope around about this for forever, or I can like work with my emotions, my negative emotions, and like do something good with it. I started, just doing my best is like the best I could describe it. I like started taking better care of myself. I was working out more, eating healthy, I low-key developed a pretty bad relationship with food at that time. It's gotten better since then, I think. But like started sorry for the yawns again. Started doing stuff for myself again, which I hadn't really done in a long time. Went to a lot of concerts. Went on like, day trips to fun little places. Spent so much time with friends. Really invested in my health. Like went on long walks every day. Honestly, for entirety of 23rd year, I was pretty much walking every day, which is cool. Highly recommend getting your 10K steps in. It's like changed my life. What else? My brother got married. That felt like pretty pivotal. I've just continued like to learn a lot about myself. Within the last year, I feel like most of the lessons I've learned are smaller. Honestly, like just like, oh, that's how I react in this kind of situation. I should do this to avoid that, or like, oh, like this is what I really want out of life. Like maybe I should do this, like, or this. Like I don't know. Small life lessons. Started this YouTube channel. I was part of it. Started talking and processing, what I was going through. And I feel like it's been a good thing to like not only process in the moment, but like long term, like look back on stuff and like look like, oh, like that's what I was going through at that time. Like that's what I have like gotten through. Like I wasn't going through it, I got through it. Like I can always look back on these videos and see like, oh, that's something I've conquered, like whether it's like horrible like depression coming back and then like figuring out like how to like deal with that and like take care of yourself despite like wanting to like die again. And then like I'm saying like a lot today, like way more than usual. Examples such as just like growing up and being like really like analyzing different parts about my life and like critically thinking. I feel like it's been good. That's kind of what my whole year has been defined by. It's just like tackling things one at a time as they come at me. So that's been good. But yeah, I mean, it's been a kind of an uneventful year, but an eventful emotional ride for me. And I will say, Someone told me the other day 23 is like the worst year. One of the worst. I feel like for me, it has to be 23 is going to be one of the worst, like, most lame years. And 19 was also one of those. Like, I feel like 19 is just like right before 20 is like boring. Between 18 and 20, boring ass year. Horrible year for me. That was when COVID was. But yeah, 23 I feel like is going to be similar, because I feel like at least 22 was pretty interesting for the most part. I don't know, it wasn't that great. I learned a lot about myself at 22 though. I've learned a lot more about myself this year though. So, I think 24, come at me, bro. You know, like, just, I hope I just continue to learn stuff. I want to get into, like, a really healthy rhythm, but also break it and feel comfortable breaking it. Be like, or feel like not comfortable, like feel uncomfortable by breaking it, because that's the point of breaking it. But like feel excited to break it instead of feeling like anxious. I've already got some stuff planned to break it coming up, which I'm looking forward to. That'll actually be huge, low key. Yeah, I'm gonna take a little road trip next weekend. I'm very excited for that. I won't be gone for that long, 4 days, but I'm gonna go see a friend, gonna go explore some areas of central Northern California. I'm just excited to get out of town, honestly. Feel like it's actually summer, and then in August I got a whole week off, and I'm gonna go camping up in Washington. Hopefully go on some hikes too while I'm up there. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, it's gonna be an interesting summer. Oh, and I'm starting my 24th year off by getting a tattoo, like my first day. I'm getting a tattoo tomorrow. So I'm excited about that. Yay. Kind of nervous actually, because it's gonna be big. It's gonna be my biggest tattoo yet. It's gonna be on my arm. It's gonna be super visible. So I better like it. But yeah, 23. Advice to all 22-year-olds turning 23. Good luck. I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like everyone's on their own path, so it doesn't really matter. But, like, 23 was tough. But also, like, I feel like wherever anyone is at 23, like, they figure stuff out, like, the hard way. Like, you will learn, like, a crazy-ass lesson, like, at 23, like, just prepare for it, like, it's gonna happen, and that's okay, like, that's what life is about. You're supposed to learn stuff, and it doesn't need to be a bad lesson, too. Like, it can be like a, wow, I didn't know how much I needed this thing. I didn't know how much I would have loved this thing, but I took my shot and I did it. I will say, hopefully your lesson isn't, I mean, like, I feel like mine's kind of like that. I took a shot at myself by being single again, and I think I just want to be single for the rest of my life. So I guess that worked. But yeah, I hope your lesson isn't like heartbreaking. I don't know why I'm saying addressing it to like someone specific or like the audience is like, but 22 years. But like, I don't know. If I was 22, sorry, if I was talking to 22-year-old me, I would have just been like, prepare yourself for like a crazy ass year. But also, like, it's okay to be boring. Like, I feel like my life is boring. Get it? Because I have a YouTube channel called My Life is Boring. Like, I feel like my life has become super boring again this year. But I like that side of it. I personally like strive in a routine. I've said this before. Like, I just like eat up like being in a routine every day. But also, like, I need some stuff to like switch it up to like make me feel sane every once in a while. So yeah, but I don't know. I like embrace whatever you are. This, like, you know, like that's what I feel like I've tried to do. I've embraced a lot of stuff about myself. I've embraced that I'm boring. I've embraced that, like, I'm kind of like in a lull with like my career. I've kind of embraced that. Like, I'm kind of just been like, well, that's just what it's gonna be, you know? Like, for now, I don't really care. I don't really care about my career right now. I do, but like, I just don't. Not like super driven to be doing something all the time. I feel like I'm learning another lesson on the side right now from watching The Bear. Me and my friends started season 3 last night, or 4, because it came out the other day, and we were a few days late, but there was like a beautiful thing that was said that was like, it's okay if you don't love something anymore. Sugar, the sister of Carmi, said that to Bear, to Carmi. She was like, Bear, it's okay if you don't love something anymore. Like, it's okay to fall out of love with something. Because he's kind of like fallen out of love with like the restaurant. And I hope that plot develops more. This license plate says Save America, Fight for Your Freedom, Pro-God, Pro-Gun, Pro-Life, Pro-Trump. So cringe. Why do you put all those things in the same freaking whatever? But yeah, I hope that plot develops so like Carmi figures stuff out and like his passion comes back, because that's what the lesson I want to learn is. But like currently I'm like, girl, Carmi, like, Carmi, same. Like, I am not in love with what I do, and it's like everyone around me is like telling me that I have to be in love with this still, but I'm not, and like I kind of hate it. But anyways, I'll keep you updated on that one. Keep you updated on how I'm feeling about that one. Because I think in my life, like, I'm gonna predict Carmi's like character arc is that he's going to fall out of love with the business, but he's gonna release the pressure that he's put on himself for it. And I think he's probably gonna fall back in love with Claire. And then I'm just presuming what this season is gonna be. Probably gonna fall back in love with the girl. And then, since he's released himself from the business, like the pressure that he had, he's gonna fall back in love with it in a new way. And that's what I want to happen. And that's what I want to happen with my life. I'll keep you updated. But 24, who knows? maybe that's gonna be my 24-year, or actually this is my 25th year. I'm entering my 25th year. I'm also pulling into work right now, so I've gotta go, but yeah, I'm entering my 25th year, and I hope that's the arc that I go through this year. Okay, well, I'm here. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening, if you did. If you're having a bad day, remember, breathe, go for a walk, talk to your family members, tell them that you love them, and remember, the sun will set, the sun will rise, and you'll hear the birds, and it'll be a new day with new opportunities, new experiences, and maybe even a new birthday. All right. Cheers to 23. It's almost done. Let's finish it strong.